It's down now.
There you go. Thank you for joining the show.
Sure. I'll make a quick comment here. I have just, a few months ago, been diagnosed with prostate cancer. I went in because I thought I had some urinary tract infection. Anyway, the urologist, in examining, went into the prostate, found a couple of spots of concern, thought he could treat it with a laser, but did a biopsy while I was in there, came back with the bad news that 5 of the spots, there were 12, that he saw were actually cancerous. So I went through 9 weeks of five times a week radiation, and thank the good Lord and the expertise of the people involved medically, they got it down to where they are telling me now I'm going in for a joint follow-up, but that they took care of it. But the point I want to make is this. My PSA for the previous 2 years was within what they call acceptable range. I think the first one was around 225, the other one was about 270. But only because I happened to go in for this other urology problem was it found that I actually had cancer. So my point is this, and I'm telling all friends and neighbors, if you're relying on the PSA, don't. Make sure your doctor does the digital rectal exam to see if there's enlargement also, because the PSA can be very misleading.
Thanks, Don. I agree 100%. I actually have several patients that had a PSA of 0.2, and I found prostate cancer. PSA by itself, there is not an indication or of absence of prostate cancer. And it is very difficult to convince some people because, of course, the digital rectal examination is not something to look forward to. But, look at it as a necessary evil. Compared to women, they get their mammograms and their pap smear, and that's not pleasant either. And it's still worth it, that 30 seconds of terror once a year to help prevent and save your life.
Well, can you still hear me?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, the digital, you say, is nothing to look forward to. I've never had a problem with it. It doesn't seem to me like to be a problem at all. It's over in a matter of, 10 seconds, and that's it. But I've talked to so many people that say, I go in, my PSA's all right, but they've never had the digital. And I tell them, my friend, go get it. And, because my age is 75, I never thought I would ever have anything like this, and I was just terrified when I did. But like I say, thanks to the expertise of the medical people involved and the good Lord, it was caught in time, and apparently it has been taken care of. My PSA after the radiation came out 0.01, so that's virtually nothing.
Yeah, that's a very nice result. Thank you for calling in.
Thank you, Don. That's an open line at 407-290-0058, 800-329-5858. You wanted to address enlarged prostate and some of the things you've run into there.
Yes. One of the more common things that we see, of course, besides prostate cancer is prostate enlargement. Now, people ask me what causes prostate enlargement. Well, we don't really know. All we know is that after age 20, the prostate starts growing in every man. In some men, it grows faster than others, and some men will have bigger prostates than others at age 50 or 60. Mm-hmm. And also, some people with big prostates will have problems urinating, and some people with prostates at 100 grams will not have any problems urinating. So we don't know the exact mechanism at this point. However, prostate enlargement can be treated. We usually treat it if you have symptoms. We treat symptoms. We don't necessarily need to treat the size of the prostate. There are medications available which will help you in 7 out of 10 men. But sometimes the cost of the medication or side effects from the medication make it not feasible to stay on the medication. Mm-hmm. And therefore, there are now minimally invasive treatments available that are very effective and are done outpatient. That means you go home the same day.
That is miraculous. We're going to come back with another full half hour of information. We're talking with Urology Health Solutions right here on Newstalk AM 580, WDBO.
That went fast.
The station Central Florida turns to first for live team coverage of breaking news. News Talk AM 580 WDBO Orlando, Central Florida's news, weather, and traffic station. Depend on it.
A suspected tornado touchdown in Rain, Louisiana. A lot of power lines are down and a report of 2 ruptured gas lines. Maxine Trahan in the Acadia Parish Sheriff's Department.
We are evacuating that area due to the high number of gas leaks.
9 people have been taken to hospitals, including one said to be seriously injured. Among damage that's been reported, a house ripped off its foundation. Authorities in New Haven, Connecticut have arrested a man believed to be the so-called East Coast rapist. 39-year-old Aaron Thomas in custody. Authorities say DNA evidence links Thomas to 17 sexual assaults from Rhode Island to Virginia dating back to the late 90s. Both sides in the Libyan revolution reporting advances. Forces loyal to Muammar Gaddafi are pushing into Zawiya, the rebel-held city closest to Tripoli. The rebels captured the key oil port of Ras Lanuf. Witnesses there say a Libyan fighter jet crashed near the city, cause undetermined. Richard Cantu, ABC News.
Depend on News Talk AM 580 WDBO for live breaking news, local, national, and worldwide.
The world economy is recovering.
Depend on it.
You know, when it comes to professional landscaping, there is just so many ideas that one could have for one house. But it is the experience and it is the artistic individual ability of the individual designer putting it together that can make it fair, good, or what I like to call Garden Rebel awesome. Give us a call at Sims Landscape, 352-383-3303. If you are tired of going out to nurseries and continually choosing the wrong varieties because you don't know how big they get, you don't know if they're buggy, you don't know if they're going to completely freeze out on you, well, we'll tell you the right varieties. You can get them from us and you can do your own planting, or we can come out and our crews can do everything. GardenRebel.com, and you can write to me also for a free landscape estimate. GardenRebel@AOL.com. That's GardenRebel@AOL.
It's 2:32 here at News Talk AM 580 WDBO. Time to check in with the 24-hour WDBO traffic network. Here is Mike Mundrick.
I-4 is up to speed, and the toll roads are as well. There's an accident at Orange Blossom Trail on Americana Boulevard that's causing some lane blockage. This report is brought to you by UCF Baseball. Baseball fans, join the UCF baseball team this Friday at 6:30 p.m. as they host Dartmouth for a 3-game weekend series at the UCF Baseball Complex. For promotions and other information, visit UCFathletics.com. On the station with traffic every 6 minutes in the morning, I'm Mike Mundrick.
Partly cloudy and warm, high 81 with a 20% chance of a few isolated coastal showers, but some could filter inland as we go through the day. Otherwise, we'll see clouds on the increase through the late night hours with the low down to 62. From Severe Weather Center 9 and WDBO, I'm meteorologist Stephanie Dion.
Latest scan of the WDBO weather radar showing it's pretty cloudy out there, but no precipitation across central Florida. It's currently 74 in Apopka and 75 here at News Talk AM 580 WDBO. Central Florida's news, weather, and traffic station depend on it.
If it's important to you, chances are you'll hear about it first on News Talk AM 580 WDBO. Depend on it.
Welcome back. We're asking the doctor right here with Dr. Richard Lotenfoe. He is from the Urology Health Solutions, 2 offices to serve you. Very, very helpful locations, Celebration and Winter Haven. And we're talking about your prostate health, prostate care. And ladies, again, we don't want to chase you away from the radio because, you know, it's usually, as the doctor said at the beginning of the show, it's usually the lady that will convince the husband that maybe there's a problem and we should have it looked at. If there's no problem, think of the peace of mind, okay? If there is a problem, let's get it taken care of early with minimal invasiveness. All right, we were talking before about the enlarged prostate, and we hear a term, the green light. What does that mean?
Yes, Rob. The green light laser is a fairly new treatment. It's been around for a couple of years, but it has been perfected or much improved as far as effectiveness is concerned.